Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and I make videos about books, writing and every other random things living rent-free in my neurodivergent brain. Today I have a short video about goals, and this was inspired by Ellen from the Ellen Made Book Club channel. A few weeks back she made a video about her bookish goals and I really enjoyed it. I quite like her take that you don't need to wait for January to make goals, and I totally agree with that. So in that spirit, I have a few things that I would like to focus on in June, and so I'm gonna walk you through my very chill, very relaxed goals for the upcoming month. So my first goal for June is to not buy any more books. I've been slowly accumulating more and more books. I'm trying to gently keep track of how many books I'm buying, and it's a bit too much, I think, especially because I'm not reading as much, so kind of my collection keeps growing, and so I need to do something about that. I already did like a no book buying month in February, which went well, but then I went a little bit crazy, so I'm gonna do another one in June. And parallel to that, I think it would be helpful for me to curate my bookshelves and look at which books I'm no longer interested in reading, which books I feel like I can part way with, and kind of do a little bit of a clear out and make space for future books that might be coming into my life in the next month and years. Obviously, because I'm not buying any new books this month, my plan is to read only books that I already own or books that I borrow from the library. My second goal is related to writing. I want to get back into a bit of a routine. I haven't touched my novel project for almost a month now, and so I want to change that. I was on vacation for a few weeks, and so it could have gone either way. Either I would have spent like a lot of time on my project, really focusing and really making progress, or I would completely disconnect and take a break and relax, and that's the way I went. But now I feel it's time to get back into it and get back into a good routine. In order to do that, my plan is to attempt 1000 Words of Summer, which is a program organized by Jami Attenberg. The concept is just to write 1000 words every day from June 1st to June 15th. So it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple, but I'm still a bit scared, to be honest. 1000 words a day feels like a lot. When I was doing the Write for Life program, I was only aiming for 250 words a day, and at times I was already struggling with that, so 1000 words is quite a stretch for me at this point. But the fact that it's only for 2 weeks makes me think that I can try to push through and do my best and, again, attempt it. I'm not sure I'm gonna succeed, but I will try, and even if I don't hit the mark every single day, I think I would still have made a lot of progress. It's still gonna be a win. The goal is not to be perfect, but to have fun and get back into an activity that I enjoy. My third goal for June is to relax and invest more in my hobbies. I would like to spend more time doing relaxing activities. I quite like this notion from Gretchen Rubin about different types of fun. So she distinguishes between 3 categories of fun. The first one is relaxing fun, which is the one that we more easily engage in because it's the easiest one. It's basically watching TV, playing video games, scrolling on your phone, kind of that kind of mindless activities that are just gonna relax you, but might not be as rewarding as other things. I already have quite a bit of relaxing fun, which is fine, but I would like to spend more time in the other categories, which are accommodating fun, basically making social plans with other people, which is why you're accommodating. And then the third category that she talks about is challenging fun. And it's challenging because it does require more planning, or you're stretching yourself a little bit. That can be learning a new skill or practicing something that you've already learned, like practicing piano or practicing a language, things like that. I had an interesting conversation with Ellen from the Ellen Made Book Club, actually, in the comments of a previous video about this concept, and my thinking around it is that the relaxing fun and challenging fun probably are not really two different categories, but more of a spectrum. In summary, my idea is to try to invest more and spend more time toward the challenging side of the spectrum, because the point of challenging fun is that it's also one of the most rewarding forms of fun compared to relaxing fun watching TV. It's really nice, it's really fun, but once you've watched like 3 episodes of the same show, it's not as enjoyable as it was in the beginning, and it's not something you get like a real boost in energy from. Whereas when you push yourself to do an activity that you like but might be a bit more demanding, usually that's when you get the more satisfaction and gratification. Related to that goal of relaxing, resting, taking care of myself, and investing in my hobbies, I want to design my summer, which is another concept from Gretchen Rubin, basically acknowledging the fact that summer often feels like a distinct season in people's lives compared to the other ones. It's usually the time when people take their vacation, the weather is nice, so people spend more time outside. It's quite frequent, again, that summer will look a bit different from the rest of your year. And Gretchen Rubin encourages people to be intentional about it, because summer goes by quite fast, and so what are the things that you can do to make the most of it, enjoy it as much as possible? So this is something I want to spend a bit more time thinking about and come up with a plan during June, because I haven't done that yet. So those are my main goals: not buying any new books and curating my bookshelves, participating in 1000 Words of Summer, relaxing and investing in my hobbies, and designing my summer. To tie everything up nicely together, I've started thinking about a little TBR for myself for June. I don't want to put any pressure on myself, so if I don't read those books in the end, it's gonna be totally fine, but I feel like those might be good companion readings for this month. Obviously, because of my first goal, those are all books from my shelves. And for my second goal of writing, I want to read 1000 Words, which is the book by Jami Attenberg, who's organizing 1000 Words of Summer. Next, around my goal of relaxing, I want to read Pace Yourself by Amy Arthur. This is a book I had started listening to on audiobook, and I was enjoying it quite a bit. I found it very interesting. The subtitle is How to Have Energy in an Exhausting World, so that feels very relevant to me right now. And usually with kind of self-helpy books, I'm always a bit hesitant that it's going to be too woo-woo and fluffy for me, so that's why I usually start listening on audiobook to see if it's going to be a good fit. This one felt very high quality, very good, and very relevant to me, so I decided to invest in a physical copy. Finally, at the intersection of my goal of investing in my hobbies and designing my summer, I have 2 books about activities I probably want to do in the summer. One is gardening, so I'm thinking of reading Why Women Grow, Stories of Soul, Sisterhood and Survival by Alice Vincent. And the next one, I already mentioned it on my channel a few times, but music. I would like to spend more time learning to play music. And this book, This Is What It Sounds Like by Susan Rogers and Ogas. I'm not sure. I'm probably butchering the name, sorry. This book about music, I've heard great thing about it. It's been on my bookshelves for a little while. It was a Christmas present that I asked for, so I really want to get to it. And so again, it's going to be related to a hobby that I want to invest more in and an activity that I might enjoy during the summer. This is only non-fiction. I want to sprinkle some fiction in there as well. I still have a few books from the Asian readathon that I would like to get to. Again, not putting any pressure on myself. We'll see what I get to, what I feel in the mood to. That's my plan for June. I have one last thing, but it's not really under my control. I would love to get to 100 subscribers in June. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed already, if you're enjoying my content, please do subscribe. You can also share my content with other people who might like it. You can leave a comment. it would all be super appreciated. I'm very grateful for any way you want to contribute to my channel, and even if it's just watching the videos, that's already amazing. I'm so grateful that you want to spend some time with me. But if you would like to help me reach that goal, that would be amazing. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.